Cheers, guys! English Nabisco here! Today, I want to talk to you about the greatness that is 2000's webpage design. It was just glorious. It's so much better than what we have today, let me tell you that. So yeah, the 1990s was definitely the period in which the World Wide Web was in its infancy. As you can tell from the design of 90s websites, it's kind of archaic looking. I mean, still pretty nice though, but you can tell that perhaps the designers of the time didn't really know what to do with the websites quite yet. Some websites are pretty plain, since this was just the beginning after all. But as the 2000s came, I can't definitely say when, but webpage design really started to flourish and blossom. It was like completing the building on top of the scaffolding. It was like finishing a Mona Lisa. The cherry on top of the cake, and the butter on the bread. It was just marvelous. Of course, the websites of today, 2020, I'd say they aren't bad looking. They're just really plain and really just a victim of the trendy design choices that have plagued the world since flat design became popular. I wouldn't put myself in the edgy camp, but 2000s websites were just so much more fun and creative than they are today, in my humble opinion. Google in 2006, well, it's surprisingly the same nowadays, hasn't really changed that much, but look at the Google logo. It used to be so iconic and unique. By the way, do you remember iGoogle? Of course! You know, I used to love that thing. I used it so much, like, so much personalization. Just for nostalgia. Why did they get rid of it? It was just so perfect. There was just no reason to get rid of it, in my opinion. But, whatever, alas, it's gone. This is Yahoo. You can just see everything. All the links that you would need is just at your fingertips. And there are some news off in the corners. There's also the weather too, which is pretty useful actually. Besides, who could ever forget Yahoo Messenger? Woo! The icons too at the top. So aesthetic! This is Microsoft in 2000. The old logo in my opinion was better, of course. Once again, the links are all where you need it to be, and are put off so neatly. And look at the pictures too. Look at that skyscraper looking thing, and all the Windows logos and the Office logo. Yes, it's so nice and enterprisey. Maybe the right side is a little bit empty and so is the bottom, but still it's pretty nice. Here is Facebook, or more appropriately, the Facebook as it was called at the time. Before the whole scandal, I know. Yes, you can see that everything is so neat. You can see all the colleges which it was at the time used for, that the site connects to. So different. You just have to love the guy on the top left corner. So like, it's just so nice looking. That's all I can really say. Here is MySpace. Everything it looks so futuristic. I mean, it's still a little empty, but pretty nice. Long live MySpace. This is once again MySpace, and you can see the videos. I think it had its own video sharing site. You can correct me if I'm wrong. There's also music, suggested people, and of course, the ribbon toolbar for everything you need. And of course, look at the comedy. I remember, just 2000's comedy is just so great, man. So nostalgic, too. Here is YouTube. Broadcast yourself, the iconic motto. You can see the tags to find what you're looking for easily, what you're interested in specifically. And of course, look at the ribbon. It's so easy to use. And here's YouTube again. Take a look at the videos. Just real life, no clickbait, nothing hyper-engineered or manufactured to go viral, just real life, everyday happenings, man. Plus, look at the friends, and that reminds me, the rating system. Woo, brother! What a different time it was back then. And here's Apple. You know, I could just go on about how beautifully Apple products were designed when Steve Jobs was still around, but just about this website. The pictures show you clearly what you're looking for. Just nice. I mean, it is a little simplistic. There isn't really much to say, I guess, but I think that was what they were going for, and yeah, they clearly used that to their advantage. Here's Apple again. Pretty much the same story, big pictures and little ones below to guide you on your search. And by the way, look at that font on the top. So aesthetic. Like, it's so simple, yet so beautiful at the same time. Like, there's just some touch that makes it so nice. This is eBay. You know, the logo, again, used to be so colorful and fun. Gives off a welcoming vibe in what we're looking for today. The categories show you what you want to buy. And I'll take a look at all of them. Just so easy to find everything. And of course, look at the toy and collectible mugs. Nice! Here's Craigslist. Well, much hasn't really changed since like 20 years. I mean, it's pretty much unchanged. Even more so than Google. Brilliant! This is PBS in 2003. So colorful. Shows you all the programming and whatnot. Some of the news and the kids section. Look at the pictures. Just tells you so much about the site and what's up, really. So wonderful. By the way, speaking of kids, here's PBS Kids from 2004. Once again, just colorful, fun, and welcoming. You see all the shows airing in the station. Mr. Rogers. Oh, Mr. Rogers. Where is Mr. Rogers when we need him? I remember Cyberspace too. I watched PBS Kids so much because we didn't have cable. Woo! For memories! Look at the pictures, just so fun and graphical. This is Walmart. Look at the pictures. The categories help you find what you want. It's so busy, which might be downside to some people, but in my case, I love just seeing so much at once. I love it. I mean, it's kind of like a storefront. There's just so much to look at and everything. Just so much information packed into one nice little package. And can we of course talk about the old logo? I remember it was just so nice and iconic. McDonald's, look at all the bright colors and how fun it looks. Back when Ronald McDonald was around. Oh, I miss Ronald McDonald. Look at the symbolism with a magnifying glass and the globe to find your country. Isn't that amazing? And of course, look at the news for McDonald's, the latest news at the time. Nice! Shows you that life really is incomplete and just a work in progress. My English people. Here's Adobe, pretty simplistic actually, but look how much information there is. Just information dense, man. So nice that they're taking advantage of the space and for not cramming filler into it. You can see some of the news and some of the purchases you can make and just other things really. Really nice. This is Dell in 2006. Maybe a bit empty, but the pictures show you what you're in for. I love the question mark symbol and the categories right there. You don't need to scroll for a menu or something like that. This is CBS in 2002. Look at the upper left corner, the gradient and the graphics. So sci-fi and futuristic really. And of course, everything is right there at your fingertips. You get to see what shows are on at the time, what's new and what's hot. So nice. Here's Toys R Us in 2004. We all miss this wonderful store. You can see once more categories like which ages to buy toys for and what kinds of toys and just so on. And yeah, everything's just so graphical and really welcoming looking, like everything else. Magnificent! So here we are. I'd like to talk to you about some of the things I noticed, some of the things these sites have in common, there's just a lot to look at, like so much information right there where you can find it with one click. The pictures are just so attractive, like they really just show you, they just put you into the site. Same with the graphics, they look so futuristic sometimes. It's easy to find everything is just right there and where you need it to be. I mean, I can go on and on. There's just something about the site about websites that I just can't explain. It's just too much to explain and describe. It's just so great though. I mean, I get it. There can be just overload of information, which is too much for some, and it can be very archaic looking. But boy, they're just so great to me! It must be the nostalgia flowing through my blood and traveling to my heart. Yes, I guess the internet objectively has gotten better. Everything is faster and it all works better. But the design of the web pages in the 2000s, woo! Anyways, that's it. Take care, be safe and have fun. Bye!